This is Gary Gomes. I'm talking to you today about the nodes moving through the signs. Around March 21st of 2019, the lunar nodes will change signs in Vedic astrology. They'll move from Cancer, where they've been for the past 18 months since September 2017, and move into the sign Gemini. This is generally considered a more favorable placement for the nodes than being in Cancer. Rahu and Ketu, as they're called in Vedic astrology, cause a lot of upset if they're in Cancer, a lot of emotional disturbance, a lot of emotional problems. And this has been going on for the past year and a half or close to it. Basically, when they transit through signs, Rahu causes strong cravings or strong desires, and no matter how those desires are fulfilled, and they often are, the person will feel either a little bit disappointed or left wanting more or left wanting something new to do. So it's really a big expansion of the person to um, they try to expand into all kinds of different directions when Rahu is moving into a sign, um, into any sign. So in Cancer, it'll expand emotions, and it'll be particularly rough. I'm going to use dates for birthdays instead of signs. So for people born between July 15th and August 15th, this has been a kind of an emotionally difficult time for them. It's disrupted marriages. I've seen a lot of divorces over the past year. It's disrupted um, ambitions. People have been very career driven, very anxious to um, dissatisfied with home life, dissatisfied, and wanting to do something to make an impact on the world. Ketu is in Capricorn, and there's a dissatisfaction with things as they are. So there's a strong feeling that there has to be some kind of a change or some kind of an uproot. Basically, when the nodes change signs, you'll see a lot of activity, especially around communications. Gemini is a sign connected with communications in the Vedic system, and that goes for, and the major signs affected by this particular Rahu Ketu transit will be Gemini, which in Vedic system is dated between June 15th and July 15th. Virgo, which is between September 15th and October 15th. Sagittarius, which is dated between December 15th and January 15th. And finally, Pisces, which is dated between March 15th and April 15th. Now, those signs will tend to be really, really strongly affected by this nodal transit. Um, so there'll be a lot of fame and recognition for people whose sun is um, between June 15th and July 15th. There'll be a lot of career recognition for a person who's um, born between September 15th and October 15th. There'll be a lot of um, relationship issues for people born between December 15th and January 15th, and there'll be a lot of dissatisfaction and a lot of desire to get out of the rat race for those born between March 15th and April 15th. Now, typically, and these signs have to be more careful. These placements, these people have to be more careful than normal about accidents, about um, overextending themselves, because this particular transit is um, very ambitious. Rahu does extremely well in this sign, as I said before, and it's going to continue to do well over the next 3 years. But it also does tend to make people get unruly, get very disruptive, get very ambitious, feel like there's no boundaries on them at all. Yeah, when in fact, just because we're physical human beings, we have boundaries, we have needs, and we need to rest, and we need to take care of our responsibilities. So it'll be a kind of of an interesting time in society because communications will be under attack, and also in certain parts of the world, because of K2's effect on Sagittarius, there'll be more fires and more disasters of the type which we've seen in California, and also a tendency towards more earthquakes because Pisces will be involved. Now, this doesn't mean that the world is coming to an end, far from it, but it's just a very good idea to be aware of actions, especially for those born between December 15th and January 15th, and also for those born between uh, March 15th and April 15th. The other thing, the other signs will fare less dramatically because of this transit. So people born between July 15th and August 15th will notice increased expenses, increased disturbances in the bedroom, uh, and also probably some insomnia. They should also be careful of their health. Um, and this is also true. People born between December 15th and January 15th should be aware of sleep disorders uh, and illnesses connected um, with the knees and the legs. The Again, it's not going to be entirely bad. K2 actually kind of likes Capricorn. The South Lunar Node actually kind of likes Capricorn. It feels comfortable there, but it also does tend to disrupt established orders, and so you'll see um, a lot of political issues continuing um, pretty much, and people getting much more vocal about it over the next year and a half. For people born between August 15th and September 15th, that would be a Vedic Leo or a Western Leo then turning into Virgo. Those individuals would have um, increased fame, fulfillment of aspirations. They'll get some great honors or some great um, recognition, especially um, during July 15th to August 15th. They'll also have overall better luck, but children will be a little bit at risk. Their stomachs will be a little bit at risk. Um, they'll have to be careful about what they eat. They'll have to be careful um, about who their friends are, and also that they should expect to see some increased problems with work life. Work life won't go so smoothly for those individuals. People born between October 15th and November 15th are, I already covered um, September 15th to October 15th. People born between around October 15th to November 15th are Libras in Vedic astrology. They would be Libra into Scorpio in Western astrology. And those individuals would tend to have um, some dissatisfaction with their luck, but luck, increased opportunities to travel over the next year, and also increased responsibilities imposed upon them by their superiors at work. But there will be some fame or actually some really great opportunities for them, which will seem too good to be true, and in fact probably will be. But there is some potential, there is some kick behind those offers. Um, the um, the main thing about this sign is this sign has been problematically placed for about the past, I say, 3 or 4 years in terms of transits. So it'll be a bit of a relief to them to get like some opportunities, even if the opportunities aren't quite as big as they thought they would be at first. But it will give them some fame, especially for learning and especially for academic achievement. The area in life where they'll meet the most obstructions will be um, there really won't be that many. They'll have great opportunities to travel. They should again be careful while traveling. K2's in the third house. but there can be unexpected trips and unexpected journeys, which will be of great benefit to them. So I think this sign will actually do quite well during the year. This transit will work well for them. Again, it's these transits tend to be a little bit tricky because Rahu promises a great deal and delivers not very much, and Ketu all of a sudden gives like unexpected journeys or unexpected problems, and they should also be this sign should also be careful of hand injuries this year. Okay, so if you're born between October 15th and November 15th, keep that in mind. November 15th through December 15th is Scorpio in Vedic astrology of Vrishika. I like the sound of it. And essentially Scorpio for this will give um, the South Lunar Node in the second house, and it'll be there along with Saturn, so this isn't going to be an easy year for this particular sign. And it will also give Rahu in the 8th house. So this will make relationship partners more ambitious. It will make them. It will bring them into more money. It will make them more financially independent. But it could cause some domestic problems for people born between November 15th and December 15th. Um, and these individuals have to watch out for saying things prematurely or for just saying whatever pops into their head. Um, it's a very intuitive sign, but with K2 and Saturn in the second house, there's a strong potential for saying, for lack of a better term, dumb things. So things that aren't well considered or well thought out. So I think that for this sign, it's a year to play low, a year to lay low, a year and a half to lay low, a year and a half to really try to get life under control, avoid drinking, and be careful traveling. For Capricorn, Vedic Capricorn is January 15th to February 15th. For Vedic Capricorn, I think we're going to see just a lot of relief, a lot of emphasis on spiritual life. They'll feel a little bit better about themselves than they have over the past year and a half. A lot less confused about what their direction in life is. And they'll also have relationship partners who are more helpful than they have been. Well, I'm back. Capricorn liked things so much it got an entirely different venue. So essentially, Capricorn, you should see some improvement overall. Less tension for Capricorn over the coming year and a half. Again, be careful about health issues, especially in the intestines, in the intestinal area, for people born between December 15th, between January 15th and February 15th. For those born between February 15th and um, March 15th, which would be Aquarius in Vedic astrology, it would be Aquarius. It would be essentially Aquarius into Pisces in Western astrology. You would have, again, some good luck connected with relationship life. There'll be some improvement in income for those individuals. There'll be some improvement um, in overall luck for children. Although children will seem a little bit greedier than normal or a little bit less easy to satisfy or to make happy. There will also be some what I would call misleading romantic involvements for Aquarius during this year because of Rahu being in the 5th house. That's usually a combination for an unattainable lover or an unattainable um, luck, but the relationship will feel fated or karmic if it does get that far. But the other thing is it will also help increase intelligence for Aquarius. Aquarians will be very, very smart this year. Um, it's not that they're not always smart, but they'll seem to be sharper than usual. However, they will have fewer friends. They will be less inclined to socialize. They will have more interest in being by themselves. So I think that for this particular sign, it'll be a year of accomplishment, but also much more seriousness. And again, you have to watch out for those um, difficult or exotic love affairs for this sign. For Aries, which in Vedic astrology is between April 15th and May 15th, this particular sign will have excellent ambition, drive. There'll be a really strong desire to um, do things on their own, to essentially um, ignore the boss, just go off in their own direction. And also, there'll be a lot more courage for the sign this year. Aries, by definition, is a courageous sign, but it'll be much, much stronger this year. So this is between March 15th and April 15th. I'm sorry, between April 15th and and May 15th. My apologies. And people will have Rahu in the third house, which will give them great expansion, great opportunities to travel, a lot of big plans. K2 in the ninth house will be a little bit difficult for them because their bosses will essentially criticize or nitpick their plans. But they should be careful traveling long distances. And for any individual who is an Aquarius or who is an Aries sun sign in Vedic astrology, they should be very, very careful with their upper legs. Um, so the thighs and the knees can be affected badly. They may also have some minor heart problems or digestive issues. Okay, so they should be careful about that as well. The last but not least, Taurus. I've done this a little bit in a little bit of an unorthodox order, but Taurus will have overall a good year. Money will come in. It will not seem like enough, but it will come in. It'll be better than this past year. Also, family members. There'll be a lot of concern about family members. So this is for those born between May 15th and June 15th, not the traditional Taurus born between April 22nd and May 21st. So this May 15th. Remember that May 15th to June 15th. So people with this particular sun sign configuration, and if you know your chart, the moon or the rising sign also with any of these planetary combinations will be strongly affected as well. But for Taurus, let's get back to Taurus again. I'm digressing a bit. For Taurus, we will have a lot of ambition, a lot of uptick, a lot of uptick in funds. K2, on the other hand, being in the eighth house, will make it seem like the relationship partner is spending money too quickly, spending money thoughtlessly. So there can be domestic problems because of that, and I'm expecting to see a lot of people who have strong Tauruses have domestic problems this year. I'm not wishing it on them, and I hope they don't have it, but the potential is there with this particular transit. So that's pretty much it in brief for um, the transits of the nodes. The nodes are fascinating. They actually present, if you use them well, they can present energy, and as long a positive energy, and as long, especially with Rahu, as long as you don't take everything as promised, as being delivered, if you can be wise enough to hold on to the good things as promising, and wise enough to let go of the things that just seem totally unrealistic, it will be very suitable for you. But it is a time to dream big, because Rahu likes to dream big. K2, on the other hand, likes to pull back a little bit, but it can give tremendous breaks for individuals. So don't ignore the fact that K2 can also shine a light on the chart. It can actually raise a flag on the chart, is the expression the Indians use. And what that means is essentially hidden talents or hidden gifts can come out under the influence of K2. So K2 is not all about withdrawal and renunciation and escaping from the world. It's actually about discovering something inside of you, which is a talent which you never knew you had before. So K2 both can act difficultly. They're disruptive entities. The nodes are very disruptive, but they're also the planets in astrology, particularly Vedic astrology, that are responsible for most material progress and most material inventions, because K2 will damage something, Rahu will figure out some kind of a solution to help it get back to normal. I apologize for the uh, green look on this particular image. Um, my camera phone wasn't functioning. I don't have enough memory on my camera phone, so I was forced to resort to my computer, which has sort of a sickly green tinge to it. And green is Mercury's color, so I'm hoping that makes people think I'm really smart. So that's all for now. Blessings upon everyone, and namaste. I hope you have a wonderful year. There are other planets up there too, so we're not just dealing with Rahu and Ketu, and some of them are moving into difficult positions at the beginning of the year, but some of them are actually going to be in fairly good positions throughout the year. So keep chin up. Okay. All right. See you soon. Namaste.